fuck isn't my booster pack in my car? It's my starter, you guys. It's my fucking starter. So we're not turning off my car today until I get a new starter. I banged on the starter. Suddenly, the first time I banged on the starter, it didn't work. The second time I banged on it, and all hope was lost, my car started. This fucking sun, guys, like, I need a way to block the sun in this car. These sun visors don't do fuck all. Fucking car not starting after I get gas, you guys. Fuck that. We don't have time for that today. What's up, Canada? What's up, Presley? Yeah, I stopped to get gas and then my car wouldn't fucking start. Thank you, Presley. Yeah, it's coffee time. We need some caffeine, guys. You guys hear that fucking noise? It's my belt tensioner. We're also replacing that today. Starter doesn't turn or just getting weak? The solenoid is bad, I believe. Yeah, I smashed on the starter solenoid and then it started. Well, we gotta stop at Lordco and get that bearing for my van. Gotta fix my van today, so if something does happen with this car, we do have a backup vehicle. But man, I don't want to buy gas for my van right now, guys. It's $1.82 a liter. Now I've got to get a new starter for this thing too. Just never ends. What's up, 3 viewers? What's up, Barb? High fuel will eventually bring all the prices up. High inflation is coming, we will die. Yeah. They gotta do something, man. Somebody's gotta do something about these wild prices. Van life is the only way at this time to avoid all that bullshit. Van life or car life. Hey, good morning, Monica. 50 Cent said it best. Get rich or die trying. $50. Guys, I'm already turning my AC on. It's already so warm. Hi, Jonah. How's your party going, Jonah? What's up, Maya? I've escaped the barn goat raider here. Thank you very much for coming back, Maya. Got a whole bunch of stuff to do today on Livestream. So hopefully there's something exciting for you guys to see. First we need to go to Canadian Tire and get a socket for our car. Actually, now I might just buy a starter in case I need to replace my starter on the fly. I was gonna say, you guys, there's no way my battery died that quickly. I would have noticed something funky with my battery a long time ago if that was the case. My battery was going to die within the time of me pumping fuel into my car. But no, it's not my battery. We need to get a new starter. The starter shouldn't be too hard to do, guys. I think it's only 2 bolts. Today. I'm very good, thank you, Maya. Just woke up not too long ago. We're just drinking some coffee, trying to wake up. How are you doing today, Maya? Maya cat? What do you do? I work in construction, but today we're working on my car. Today we're working on my car and my van. Can't wait to see what you have in store for us. Hopefully there's something fun for you guys. Can you bench test the starter? I could, but I'm certain that it's done. The solenoid. The solenoid probably got water in it. No, it's definitely not the alternator. Yeah, when I banged on the starter solenoid with a pair of pliers, it suddenly started. My other option was to push start the car, but I didn't have anybody to help me push the car. I'm gonna start calling people at 7 in the morning. Yo! Nice fifth wheel. I'm great. Good to hear, Maya. Thank you very much for coming back to my live stream, guys. I've been sick for a week, getting better slowly. That's not good. I hope you feel better soon, Monica. Makes sense. Hope ready to return. How are you? Hello, Kim Munger. I'm very good, thank you. How are you doing this morning? Or this afternoon, or this evening, whatever time it is where you're at. Does it grind when you turn the key? No. No, it just made like a tiny humming sound. That's alright, guys. We've got all the tools. I've got every tool I could ever need in the back of my car to fix anything that breaks on it. I just didn't have a jack. Or I don't have a jack with me, that's about it. So hopefully, if I have to turn my car off again, we can just either bang on the solenoid, or I'll already have a new starter with me. I can just fix it on the spot. Is it grind when you turn the key? It's definitely started. Yeah, man. Yeah, the starter's dunners. Love the Goat Raider returns. Yeah, that's awesome. That was really cool yesterday. Hey, what's up, Big Lawn? What's up, Pretzels? You drive a standard, that's awesome. Yeah, man. Yeah, I really like this car, but it needs a lot of repairs. I've just been putting off because I keep working on the weekends, you guys, and I'm too lazy to do anything on the weekend. Like the one day I get off on the weekend. So I've just been putting it off and putting it off. Last weekend I stayed in a hotel, so that ate up a lot of time. Driving to the hotel, driving all the way back. Thank you, I need to go back to work tomorrow. No, is it Sunday where you are right now? What's up, Big Lawn? I'm hungover, just trying to fall asleep when I saw you. Damn, Pretzels, did you pull an all-nighter? Doing well morning in Tennessee. Good morning, Kimunger. Maya and Kim. I'm in Massachusetts. Monica. I'm from Illinois. Don't forget to double tap. Thank you, Pretzels. I work on cars, houses, RVs, and motorcycles. Nice, that's a really good skill to have. If you're able to work on your own vehicle, that's a really good skill to have. And a house. That's awesome. Handyman. Gotta grind to survive. Definitely, Maya. You guys will see soon here, I'm going to start my lawn business that I do on the side. Some days we might be really busy with my lawn business. I think I'll probably just turn down all my overtime at work this year, guys, to do my lawn business. Do my own thing. I did an all-nighter, yeah. Damn, Pretzels. No, I work 12-hour shifts Sunday through Tuesday. Okay. You're very busy, Monica. Those are long days. Bathy! What's up, Bathy? Your car filled. Yeah, Pretzel's my starter. Tried to strand me. Jeez, I have the hiccups. My starter tried to strand me at the fuel pump. I stopped to get fuel, I filled up, I got back in my car, and then it wouldn't start. And like my fan was on high like this, and it was blowing super fast. So I knew my battery wasn't low. And I ended up smashing the solenoid with a pair of pliers, and it started. So, you know, my starter is bad. We need a new starter. Pump started. Yeah, Bathy, that was my other option, but I didn't know if I could push it around at the gas pumps. Push it fast enough to jump start it. Is it your ignition switch, maybe? No, it's the starter, Pretzels. Like I said, I banged on the starter solenoid with a pair of pliers, and then suddenly my car started. Oh, wow, that sucks. Yeah, I was pretty upset for a minute there. Like, I've got too many plans today for this to be happening. Too many things to get done today for this to be happening. We've also got to replace that belt tensioner that you guys hear squeaking. It's not, the belt tensioner itself isn't bad, it's the little bushing that it pivots on. My belt is still very tight. And the pulley isn't, it's not the pulley making the noise. If my car is off and I am just to push on the belt, it makes that noise. That weird squeaking sound. It's a hydraulic dampener. Oh, that sucks. Hopefully that's a cheap fix, eh? Yeah, I wanted to go to the record yard, Pretzels, but now I'm worried about turning my car off. So I could just risk leaving my car running. Lock all the doors. It wouldn't take us that long to get the parts we need. Sorry to hear you're having car issues. Maybe lease a car and let them pay the repair bill. Here in the UK, I can lease a new EV for 160 months. Seems like a logical option. No, we're not gonna lock ourselves into a lease. Any car I buy from now on will be paid for all out in cash. No more loans, no more renting. But we also have this thing that I'm working on. Just need to finish the wheel bearing, guys, and then I'll have this thing as my spare vehicle again, so it won't be too bad. To fix the starter on this car isn't hard. This car is very, very easy to work on, guys. well, I'm going to get off here for now. It was nice talking. Get things ready for tomorrow. Alright, Monica, thank you very much, and I hope you start feeling better. The reason I'm thinking of leasing is the fuel cost here is insane, but if you can afford to keep owning your own car, that's cool, mate. Yeah, an electric car would totally work here in the summertime, but in the wintertime, I wouldn't be able to live in an electric car. I'd probably have to keep it plugged in during the nighttime. But in the summertime, I could probably do it. Depending on if I need AC. Yeah, Chris, I'm very fortunate with my job to not be so affected by the fuel prices. Very fortunate with van life to not be, or car life at the time, I guess. I'm very fortunate doing car life, as I'm not really affected by expensive things like groceries and fuel. I'm very, very lucky that I started doing this. Guys, there's a lot of people that I work with, they make as much or more money than me, and they're struggling to get by, paying mortgages and bills and car payments, or if they're renting, paying car payments, utilities. Life is so expensive now. See you soon, Monica. Yeah, I hear ya. Hashtag car life. Cool, my advice, don't come to the UK, lol, as money will burn up fast here. Went through 30 grand in only 2 years. Damn, dude. Yeah, see, life is way too expensive now. Way too expensive. Like, I was gonna take my car to get the wheel bearings done at the mechanic, and it was like $700, $800 to get the 2 wheel bearings done on the front. And that's with me providing the parts. It's like $800 of just labor. For like an hour job. Like an hour if you know what you're doing. $10 years ago, it probably would have been like $300, $400. The steaks we're gonna get for dinner tonight, guys, it's probably gonna cost $50 for 2 steaks. And that's to cook them myself. $50. And that doesn't include the vegetables and any kind of sides we get for it. Remember, 10 years ago you could go to a restaurant and get a good steak for $50. I went to the Keg with my friend, I don't know, 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Anyway, I think what is wrong with me today? I think it was like $70 for my steak, you guys. It wasn't even good. Yeah, life has become far too expensive. Everything but paychecks go up. Yeah, Cindy. I'm lucky I have a mobile mechanic and Ford Fiesta. It's a very cheap car to work on. Oh, I have a mobile mechanic. It's just the gas price here is crazy. For 20 bucks Canadian, I'm lucky to get 80 miles range. Yeah, you guys have ridiculous fuel prices. You said you're in the UK? Yeah, Scotland, Ireland, England, they all have ridiculous fuel prices right now. Like in Ireland, it was almost $12 a gallon, or like $4 a liter, $12 a gallon. Hello, Presley 007. Yep, UK near London, around $12 a gallon, as you just said. Damn, now that's ridiculous. Here it's $1.82 a liter right now. I'm very lucky to have this car now because this van was very bad on fuel. It used a lot of fuel. That's my old van that we're getting rid of in the back, that gray van. I'm very lucky to have this car right now. This car is very, very good on fuel. The weird thing is somehow food prices are low here. I can get a week's food shopping for less than $100 Canadian. Really? That's wild. I think you guys have much healthier food there too. There's a lot of things that are, a lot of weird ingredients in food that have been made illegal over there. Canada's a lot better than the States for like weird stuff in food, but I think you guys are even better. You guys' food is more healthy. Yeah, Fords, for some reason, use a lot of fuel. I've got to rip the fuel tank out of that thing and examine all the gasket and the fuel lines and stuff, see where it's leaking. This van leaks fuel, or fuel vapor. And if I walk around the van while it's running, I constantly smell fuel. Could be the carbon. But I believe that the gasket around the fuel pump has deteriorated and there's fuel leaking out from the top of the fuel tank. Yeah, Tesco does help a lot as they have the club card vouchers and that discounts the price. Yeah, I get the same thing with my car. I think it's the fuel filler neck leaking on mine. Probably drips of fuel as I'm putting it. Oh man, there was one day, I don't normally, like, you know, when the fuel thing shuts off, I don't normally keep pulling it until it shuts off multiple times. But that day I did. I topped it up until the gas pump clicked off by itself, and then I pulled it a few more times until it clicked off. And I drove to a restaurant. I walked in to get my food. I came back out and there's like a waterfall of fuel underneath my van, just pouring out onto the ground. So from then on, I only put like half tank in my van at a time. Would never fill it right up. But we've got to drop the tank and see where it's leaking out of. Nightmare, yeah, man. I started the van hoping that nothing was gonna light on fire, and I just drove away. It's like, it is what it is. Thankfully, we have a decently large fire extinguisher in my car. that size for a vehicle. Just in case, guys. You should always have a fire extinguisher in your vehicle. And not just for yourself. Maybe you drive by somebody that has their car on fire, like an old lady has their car on fire or something. You can help her out. Yeah, no smoking in the van. I need a haircut so bad. Hey, what's up, Leah? How's your party going? Right now. Everything we need to do. .30mm 12-point socket. We need a belt tensioner. We need a starter. Anelia, hello from Chris. All good, Paul. We're done everything. Oh, all done the lechon? Oh, we're done. Awesome, Panelia. Hello, Chris from Leah. Was it Mom's birthday? Starter. Oh, we need brakes. Because if I'm taking off all that stuff, I'm gonna take off or change my brake rotors at the same time. Okay. Mom's birthday. I'd like to get the seats for that red van put back into the red van today. Right now they're in my gray van. I need to take them out and put them in the red van, but right now my mattress and everything is in the red van, so we've got to spend some time in the red van cleaning up and organizing stuff so I can tilt my mattress up on the side and put those seats in. Don't think I'd be able to fit that seat in here to bring it to my garage. So for now it's got to either sit outside or sit in my red van. Leah, cheers. No lechon po. Aw. Did you have pancit? So you're living in the vehicle. That is a good idea, as you don't pay rent then. Yeah, man. And I'm very lucky with my job, Chris. I have everything I need for free at my job. I have a gym, I have showers, I have coffee, washrooms, I have laundry. So I'm very lucky doing van life the way I am. So lots of van lifers have to get a gym membership or something so they can take showers. Or if they want to do laundry, they have to go to a laundromat and pay lots of money to use the laundromat. Sometimes I go to the laundromat, guys, but not only if I'm washing like my bed stuff or like lots of clothes at the same time. Most of the time, I'm able to just throw my clothes, some of my clothes, into the washing machine at work with my work stuff. I just wash it at the same time. So my only expenses are food, my car insurance, and gas. And my cell phone bill. And the little bit of debt that I'm still paying off from when I was sick and I had massive car problems. I was on disability for a year, and then years before that I was on and off disability for several years. So we're just trying to catch back up now, and car life is allowing me to do that at an incredible rate. An incredible rate of speed. Yeah, panic. Oh yeah, pancit, nice. Yum yum. I love pancit bihon, Leah. Pancit bihon with lemon. Some lemon. Awesome happy days. I would prefer to live in a vehicle like a motorhome because living in an apartment is not good. People are too nosy here. I feel like being controlled by other people. Yeah, man, that's actually why I moved out of my rental initially. I came home one day to find out that my landlords had gone through my stuff. So I moved back with my parents for a little while, and then I started doing van life, car life, and then van life. For a year, I lived in an Infiniti G37. And then I bought this gray van over there. And then I bought this red van. And then I bought this car. We need to get rid of that gray van because it's super rusty and it needs lots of repairs. And I need to replace the wheel bearing on my red van because it completely cracked out while we were driving one day on Livestream. Glad you're getting back on track, mate. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, it's been an interesting journey, that's for sure. Yeah, that happens here too. I'm renting from a housing association, and sometimes the contractors just go in your home while you're out at work. Not right, but it is what it is. I couldn't deal with that ever again. I don't think I could ever rent ever again. You're welcome, sir, and I set up cameras in my home now, so they know not to go in my apartment if no one answers. Nice, man, that's smart. It's very smart to have the cameras. I thought about getting one of those trail cameras for the garage that I rent. It's a trail camera that operates on a SIM card network. Takes like live photos, and you can take live video whenever you want. And the picture is very good. It's called Spy Point. Spy Point. So I was looking for an option that didn't have to be plugged into a wall or be connected to Wi-Fi. I found those Spy Point cameras. They're trail cameras for hunters. Yeah, the cameras I got are like the Ring doorbells ones, so you can see them on your phone. What's going on the live stream? Nice, man. Yeah, it's really smart to have the cameras, especially nowadays. What's up, 6 viewers? I'm building up motivation to drive to the auto parts store, guys, and buy that socket and buy a new tensioner. We need to jack up my engine to change my tensioner, guys. I need to get a little block of wood. Need to jack up my engine like 1.5 inches to get that bolt out of the tensioner. Cheers, and yeah, that spooked them off. I advised all my neighbors to do the same, since big companies should respect tenants so we pay their wages. Definitely! Yeah, and here there's laws. I don't know about the UK, but here there's actually laws that they need to give you 24 hours notice before coming into your place. You can actually sue them if they come into your place without 24 hours notice. I don't know what the laws are in the UK. Just finish charging this battery, guys. Yeah, the Renters' Right Act has just come into law, so they need to change their ways now. Okay, that's good that they've implemented something to protect renters. I was so upset. I came home and I saw a mark on my carpet from where the door had opened to the upstairs. I was renting a basement suite in a house, and the homeowners lived upstairs and I lived in the basement. But there was a door that was locked to upstairs, and I saw that it had opened, the big mark on the carpet. And I saw that my stuff had been gone through. And their excuse was they went into my drawer and stuff to get the TV remote. And their excuse was that the TV company guy was there to hook up these booster boxes or something, whatever their excuse was. And they were going to be charged an extra $250 for him to come back later. You could do it now, or it would be an extra $250. So yeah, they let him into my place, and then they went through my stuff to find my remote. Yeah, it just felt so gross, you guys. So gross to know that somebody has gone through your stuff. Yeah, it's horrible when someone goes into your personal space without permission. If people ask me, then I'm fine, but they don't. If they don't, then that is a diss to me, and I don't like being dissed. Definitely, Chris. It's very disrespectful. I wish I hadn't thrown out that paper. I had like all the car locations at Pick and Pull written down. The Toyota Matrixes and the Pontiac Vibes. I think I can remember though. It was like 40, 41, 38, 40, 41, 42, or 43, 44. In those aisles. Try to find them. Yeah, as we would not just go into a stranger's house without knocking, but it is apparently okay for landlords to do it. Crazy stuff. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't already have laws against that. I think I'm gonna drive to the Napa over here, you guys, and see if they have a starter for my car. I'm just gonna buy that just to have it. Just to have it on hand. Just in case. UK is a very backward place, sadly. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that Starmer guy. Alright, 4 viewers. Let's go look in my van and see if my booster pack's in there. I don't know why on earth I would put my booster pack in my van when we're not using our van. We're clearly using my car right now. So, what was I thinking when I put that booster pack in my van? Does us no good in there. Speaking of that, I should probably make sure it's all charged up too. Not just for me, guys. What if somebody else needs a boost? Starmer is a nut. I agree. It's just like Trudeau. The same thing is happening in all Western countries. All these WEF leaders. Gotta clean my windows, guys. I can barely see out of my mirrors with the sun shining on the dirt on my dirt stuff on my windows. We gotta clean our windows before we drive. I need to put an ad out on Kijiji for my lawn business soon. I'd like to start doing some lawn cleanups on weekends. Oops. Good idea. Yeah, I miss doing my lawn work. Can make a lot of money doing my lawn stuff. So you move around a lot. Yeah, I park in different places every few days. This summer I definitely want to do some traveling around. Do van life in different parts of the province. Almost half done my second coffee, you guys. Normally I drink like 3 or 4 coffees before I even leave work. So we have free Starbucks coffee at our work, guys. I'm very lucky. Free coffee at work with fancy coffee machines. So I may have a bit of a coffee problem, a bit of a caffeine problem. Yeah, one for apartment, one for house. Hey, what's up, Bonnie? Be careful drinking coffee too much as it causes dehydration. Yeah, I try not to drink coffee after like 10 a.m., 10:30 a.m. Sometimes on weekends I'm bad for getting coffee in the afternoon. Which we'll probably do today, guys. We'll probably get more coffee later. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Bonnie. Hello, Chris. Hello, Bonnie. Hello, Sarah. I used to drink 5 cups of coffee a day. It literally caused me to lose so much weight. My jeans would not hold up anymore. Damn! I definitely drink a little too much coffee, that's for sure. I actually drink less coffee on weekends than I do during the week at work. That's it's probably not uncommon for me to also drink 4 or 5 cups of coffee before I leave. So bad. Before I leave our shop. And then I bring a cup of coffee in the work truck with me too. So I drink a lot of coffee. I should try to start drinking tea. Oh, it actually worked this time. Last time this happened, it just had a black screen. It wouldn't reload. But yeah, my live stream just crashed again. Yeah, it just crashed, Chris. I went to the YouTube homepage. Thank you. Beautiful sunny day in Michigan. You have a great day too. Thank you, Bonnie. You have a great day as well, Bonnie. Ah, we are back. Yes. We are back. It's working. Yeah, I don't know what happened. This has happened quite frequently recently. Where my stream just crashes and it goes to the YouTube homepage. And sometimes when I try to restart my stream, the screen is just black. It won't reload. Sometimes it goes back to normal like this. Get to the chopper! Holy guys, that sun is so warm. It says it's 7 degrees outside, but I don't think so. I think it's warmer than that. I have to keep turning on my air conditioning. Get to the chopper! Offering. Oh no. Yeah, Pretzels, my stream crashed again. It's been doing that for a while now on YouTube. After a certain amount of time, the stream crashes, and then sometimes you try to restart it and it's just a black screen. Pretzels, I'm surprised you're still awake, bud. battery's still not charged. I lost audio for some reason, but I fixed it. It's been too hot in the UK recently. Got up to 25 Celsius yesterday, and I'm not a fan. As being British, we're not used to heat. Pretzels meow, good to see you from Chris. What's up, 3 viewers? Yeah, I prefer cold weather as I can sleep better. Even if it's minus 10, I feel comfortable. Yeah, man, I also like the cold weather for sleeping. Although my favorite temperature is like 18, 20 degrees Celsius. Perfect outside for doing lawn work or like fishing or doing things outside in the summertime. See you, Chris Ayers. Sleeping with cold is nice. Yeah, I lived in Los Angeles way back in 2013, and that place got way too hot every day. Yeah, it's going to be interesting going to the Philippines. It's so hot in the Philippines, you guys. My windows, you guys. That's to wash the windows. Humidity there will be similar to Vietnam, I think, as I once said it was great, but the humidity meant I was melting. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Some of these Filipinos I watch are just sitting there sweating their ass off. Oh, there's another mosquito. Oh, it flew away. It flew away. So what's the plan, Stan, with the car? I mean, I'm gonna go to the auto wrecker and get some parts, Pretzels, but first I need to stop at Canadian Tire and get some parts. Probably a starter now that my starter is failing. I don't even want to turn my car off again. So When are you going to the Philippines? Probably next year. Next February. I'm gonna try to take all of February off next year. Just go for a massive trip to the Philippines. Hello, Lewis and Presley. Chris Presley, good to see you. booster pack was in my van. This thing. Man, what are you gonna name the stream later? I'm not sure, pretzels. Barbecue. Saturday night barbecue. Saturday night car life and barbecue. Wild night pretzels. Hey, thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. A little bit of wild night. Yeah, Presley. You can name it barbecuing outside in Canada. Pretzels, no worries, mate. I'm gonna head off now. So got work to be done. Catch you all soon. Alright, thank you very much for joining, Chris. It's nice chatting with you, man. Take care, Chris. Have a good day at work, Chris. Catch you later. You got seasonings for the steak? I do, pretzels. I got Montreal steak spice somewhere. You have Montreal steak spice, pepper, and sea salt somewhere. I think it's in my bag. Alright, we gotta go buy a 12-point socket. Buy a 12-point socket and a new belt tensioner at Canadian Tire. Nice. You ever miss our 15 fiddle favorites? Yeah, I do, pretzels. Every time I see my van, I think about the songs. Maybe when we come back to storage later, I can play the 15 fiddle favorites. Too bad you couldn't play them in here. Yeah, man, I wish I had a cassette tape player in here. It's too bad we don't. Oh, somebody picked card. Where's that? My mirrors, you guys. I should take it to a place to get the audio put onto a CD. I'm sure somebody could do it for me. Alright guys, let's make our way to Napa. What's up, 5 viewers? Bet you can. Vroom vroom! Oi! What's up, 2 viewers? I got coffee already, pretzels. I'll probably get more coffee later on today. made it. Let's go see if Napa has a socket. And a starter. Pretty sure Napa's open right now. Bang, bang, bang! Napa doesn't open. Oh, no, they're open. Let's see what Napa. Now you can see if they have a 30mm 12-point socket. We're gonna leave our car running. What's up, 3 viewers? Let's go find socket, guys. What's up, 4 viewers? Oh shit. I have a radio from work in my backpack still. Oops. Let's see what Napa got. What's up, 5 viewers? I'm gonna go buy a socket at Napa. I'm gonna see how much a starter is here. I don't really want to buy a starter at Canadian Tire. Lock the card. Guys, yesterday somebody lured me, some other viewer on a Filipina channel, some other moderator lured me to their channel, to their live stream, just to ask me to give them money. So that's rather rude of you. They're like, oh, come to my live stream, check it out. Please check out my live stream. And then they're asking me for money. No, man. No, man. Can't just give away all my money, you guys. Yeah, pretzels. Alright, guys. Go in there and buy a socket. We'll be right back. I'm not turning off my car. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yippee, yay. Alright guys, so they don't have one here. We have a starter. But we're gonna go to the other Napa and get a socket. Why is this fucking porthole such a pain in the ass to plug in my phone? Plug it! %16 on my phone, you guys, and we just had 100 not too long ago. Do they have what you need? Nope. So we're gonna drive to the other Napa. It has 26 of them in stock. 0 here, 26 at the warehouse. The main counter Napa. Alright. Let's go. Wasted a lot of time just trying to get the parts to work on my car. How do you not see that truck? Past this guy, but I'm going in the turning right up here. drive past the auto wrecker yard to go to the Snappa, so it's not too bad. What's up, 2 viewers? What's up, 3 viewers? What's up, pretzels? Now let's go get a socket, guys. What's up, 3 viewers? It's finally spring, you guys. Let's go! This. See, most of the people that voted live in a house. Hello, 2 viewers.